moment to introduce Phil. He's got some anecdotes he'd like to share with you.
Call them anecdotes. Change of glasses. As the years go on, the eyesight dims. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I think you'll agree it's been a wonderful day so far. And I'd just like to say thank you to everyone who's played their part, especially the staff from the hotel, in making this the day that it has been. So a nice round of applause for them first. So now it's finally a chance for me to lower the tone. So before I begin, I've been asked to give a quick health and safety announcement. Can we ensure that all the aisles and fire exits are kept clear throughout the reception? There's a medical team waiting outside the building. I'd like to give a clear run when Jonathan's given the bill. For those who know me, I don't need any introduction, God help us. For those who don't, my name is Phil. What's yours? Please use my full name at the bar when you see me later. So I'd just like to start by laying down a couple of rules. Number one, no heckling. And second, don't even think about it. Secondly, if you have a mobile phone, please leave it switched on and keep yourselves entertained. See, I think if you can keep your spirits high and your expectations low, everyone will be happy. And if you can't hear me at the back, the silence at the front should reassure you you're not missing out on anything. So when asked to speak about Judith and Johnathan, what can I say about them? And that hasn't already featured as a topic on Jeremy Kyle. You see, the beautiful ceremony that was at the church earlier, I love Judith's contemporary twist where Jonathan said, "I do," and Judith replied, "You better." So Judith and I have been friends for many years, and I'm proud to say that I now count the groom as a good friend too. In the time Judith and I have spent together, we've been partners in crime on many occasions, and in the quieter moments she's confided in me some of her most personal and intimate secrets, Hi Nance. Which is provided with ample material for this speech this afternoon. But Judith's given me a set of rules. One, no swearing, as if I would. Number two, no jokes, the ones that I get into trouble for normally. And number three, tell stories about Judith's culinary prowess. Well, that's taking 15 minutes off the speech, so we'll go for a short one. So I've been instructed to keep the speech smut-free. It's a family show, obviously. So if I come across any innuendo as I'm reading it through, I'll whip it out immediately. I did notice a special present on the way into the room, which I grabbed. It was on the table back there. And it's a lovely sentiment that's expressed on this gift. It says, to Jonathan and Judith, have an amazing day. Love from all at the Malton Swingers Association.
What's in it?
I don't know. I was waiting for somebody to say that. I did actually have another plan, we won't tell you about it. Ask me later, I'll tell you about that plan. It did involve a remote control, we won't get near that one now. So back to the bride's culinary prowess, as those who've had the pleasure of sampling Judith's culinary delights will understand the next part. For those who haven't, a salutary tale should be heeded. Henny Youngman's a famous comedian. He once said, "My wife dresses to kill. She cooks the same way." A Sunday roast beef. Now, this is actually a true story, Judith. You know this is true.
It is a true story.
Her Sunday roast beef dinner is carved using a jackhammer and a chainsaw. And Judith actually cooks by colour. She makes red stuff or brown stuff, and she occasionally adds fennel for that lovely aniseed ball flavour. She's the only person I know whose smoke detector doesn't beep, it just shouts, "I'm cooking." You see, for those who don't know, Jonathan absolutely loves dinner parties. He didn't actually know he loved dinner parties until Judith decided to host one or two. See, Judith invites me, my wife Sam, son Harry, Judith, there'll be Sam, Ozzy, Nance, a whole host of us, and Jonathan will walk in, but the one thing she doesn't do is tell Jonathan she's having a dinner party. So Jonathan will walk in the door to chaos. Judith will get him a drink to settle his nerves, and Johnathan will usually inquire as to whether I've had a hand in the cooking. Oh yeah, I'm a chef, by the way. You see, my response then dictates his level of inner peace. Well, we knew that Johnathan and Judith were getting serious when the other love in his life, Betsy, started to gain weight. The weight of a child's car seat in the front for Nancy. You see, Betsy started to look less shiny as Johnathan abandoned his ritualistic worship of her, no longer washing and polishing her ample chassis as often as he could, and allowing 3 children into her inner sanctum. Yes, Betsy is Jonathan's Land Rover. You see, my wife Sam and I have been married for 15 years, I've been told. And not once have we had an argument serious enough to consider divorce. Murder? Yeah, we'll never divorce. And we haven't spoken for 18 months, so I just don't want to interrupt her.
It could be less than 15 years. Got there yet.
Sam said to me the other day, she said, "You never take me anywhere expensive anymore. Just learn from this, Johnathan." Okay. I said, "Well, come on then, get your coat on." She said, "Oh, great, where are we going?" I said, "Petrol station." But I still believe that everyone should marry. No one deserves to be happy for their entire life. So, Johnathan and Judith, I want you to gaze into each other's eyes now for me. And I want you to realise one thing. You're now looking at the person who, statistically speaking, is most likely to murder you. I told you to keep it clean. I didn't say that. So now you're married for better or for worse. One of you couldn't have done any better, the other one couldn't have done any worse. I'll leave you to figure that out. And as romantic the idea of marriage is, it's clear to everyone who knows them that Judith and Johnathan didn't need a piece of paper, a ring or a fancy ceremony to cement their commitment to each other. This is a relationship which would have lasted a lifetime regardless. What I'm saying is you could have saved about 15 grand. So Johnathan, you leave here today having gained a wife that's warm, loving and caring. A wife whose outer beauty is only surpassed by her amazing inner radiance. Oh yeah, and 3 kids. Judith, on the hand, you on the other hand, leave with a gorgeous dress and the 3 you've got at home as well, of course, that you choose from, and a lovely bouquet. So, ladies and gentlemen, please raise your glasses. Hang on a minute. I give you the bride and groom and Nance, Oscar, Samuel. So, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Dickinson family.